What up, everybody? Y'all get ready to be in for a good old treat because there's going to be two reviews back to back. The Real Housewives of Atlanta came back on yesterday. Nothing too exciting. But not at all. But we gonna actually just talk about the episode because there's nothing too exciting. But first thing that I want to talk about with the Real Housewives of Atlanta is somebody who's not even a cast member, and it's Andy Cohen. Because Andy Cohen needs to shit slap the fuck out of him for real, for real. And I know y'all probably like, why you sitting there saying this about Andy? The girls love them some motherfucking Andy bitch. I cannot stand Andy Cohen. But if I could be on the Breakfast Club and give anybody the donkey of the motherfucking day, it would be Andy Cohen, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. This bitch yesterday, or what happened, watch what happened live or whatever that comes on after the shows, had Portia and Ashley on. And cool, I want to see Ashley because after what happened on the season finale of the Real Housewives of Potomac, Roll Hopper, whatever they want to call it. But he goes sit there and tell Portia, he said, I'm just so proud of you. I was just moved by tears when I saw you. And I want to say, bitch, you could have came up with anything else but the motherfucking tears shit. Anything else but the tear shit. Come on now, so you really was crying? Why was you crying? Because you seen her getting her handcuffs on? What is it that made you cry seeing that fucking episode when the shit happened months and months and months ago? But I just don't get it when people say the dumbest things. Just say the dumbest, stupidest things. And you be like, you know that shit ain't real. You want us to watch this reality show. You want us to believe what is going on. We're already watching something that has already happened months and months ago. And you want us to have the same reaction as it had. Like it happened, like it just happened yesterday or last week. We already know this shit is this. That's one of the things I want to talk about with this show right now because there's going to be all these episodes coming up with Cynthia and her wedding. And we already know she had the wedding. So all these concerns, like making it seem like, well, are they going to get married? They're not going to get married. We can't have that topic of conversation about this. Like, I wonder if they're going to actually get married because the bitches are already married. And that leads me into the episode because really there wasn't nothing really too exciting besides Kenya. You gonna allow them to film you going to the attorney's office. You had all the time. Well, like I said, this shit is so motherfucking pre-taped. It's just that it does not make any sense. But so she gonna take them to the name, and mind you, bitch, either you gonna do it or you're not. And right now, with the pandemic going on and everything else, they ain't just doing these little frivolous little office visits just because you just want to. But that, of course, they did for you because they're getting film time. His name, it's going to be his firm. His face is going to be on there. And I'm not mad at him for that. But it's all so fake and so fucking scripted that she went in there and tried to act like, well, I don't know what I want to do. Bitch, you're not going to play the victim. You did it with every single, you had two relationships. The one that the Jim Matt, or whatever his name was, the trainer. And now you're going to sit there and say, now you're going through it with Mark. I'm not for it. You are not my favorite person. I don't really have a beef with you because I'm really glad that the person that I do not like is not on there no more. And that's Nene because Nene just felt like she was the franchise and she's not. So that's really why I don't care that Nene's not on there. And that's all y'all Nene fans or whatever because she has her fan base. And of course, who who am I but a hater on the side sitting there saying what I'm saying? But fuck y'all. I don't like Nene's bitch ass. I do not like Nene. So I will not miss her at all. Candy, they're opening up another restaurant, which I think it is already open, but a steakhouse or whatever. So they're going through that. Haven't seen Don Juan on for a while. He gets on my nerves. I mean, he just does extra. But if I could be doing him, I mean, not doing him, but if I could be doing, he's living nice. Even though that nigga works, I don't know where he has time for even a personal life because Candy Coded Nights, or Candy Enterprise is his life. So it's not a show for him. He's constantly going, even when the cameras are not rolling. He's just not a seasonal person. He is doing his thing. So hats off to you, Don Juan. Hats off to you. Even though me and you would not click, because me and you would beef. And I would be fired because me and you would have gotten into it and I would have cussed your bitch ass out. But I still got to give props where props is due. Portia, of course, she told her story. We all knew what she did. She's going to be blown out of proportion. Portia, like kind of like Candy sit there and say it was. She finally came up with a storyline to redeem herself from when she sit there and said, well, where's the railroad? There got to be a railroad underneath there because of the Underground Railroad. She thought it was literally a railroad under the ground. And her grandfather, or whoever he was that we hear so much about, and that she was just dumb as a brick. But she did her thing. I'm not going to knock her. She's out there, using her name and everything else, trying to make things happen. It definitely is going to be, I don't know. I mean, anyway, I'm not mad at her, but her story was her storyline. Cynthia's storyline was just Cynthia's storyline. About the wedding, and she wants to have a wedding, and she wants to have everybody there, and now she's limited to just 50 people, when the case may be. So, and Mike was, well, does it make any difference if people there just wonder if I just show up? And she's like, but no, I want a wedding this time, bitch. You had a wedding with Peter, and even though your mom and them didn't give you the marriage license and all that other type of shit, which they did. Anyway, that was way back when. And I do miss Peter. I do. I like Peter, y'all. Peter was a sexy little dark-skinned chocolate motherfucker that was about trying to make money by the pound. But anyway, he's not on there anymore. But Mike does not bring any excitement to the show to me at all. I don't know what y'all think about Mike, but Mike doesn't bring anything to the show for me. He brings nothing. Peter brought everything to me. I'd like to see, Peter would have scenes by himself where I can't see Mike doing the scene by himself. His scene is going to be with Cynthia, and that's going to be it. And I don't like that. Because we can see Todd doing scenes by himself because he's interactive. I don't see Mike doing that at all, period. So, it is what it is. But other than that, it wasn't a bad episode. But I definitely, after I seen Andy on there, he talked about he was brought to tears. I wanted to say, you bitch. You stupid ass bitch. You just, really? So what made you cry? Because she was getting locked up, or you was just so emotional because she's really fighting for her? What was it that made you cry, bitch? And get so attached to a movement that you don't even understand nothing about. So when white people try to say this, now if a black person try to push it that they got all emotional with that, maybe. But what in the fuck is a white person talking about? They came to tears. What is it that you came to tears about? What do you understand? What is in your heart that you feel so proud about her doing something that you don't even really know? we're gonna let that all go. 10 minutes is enough on this. That's all they were worth. But anyway, get ready to upload this bad boy now. Talk to y'all soon. Peace out.